And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course, known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those players getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Jose Butto. What do you have on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
All right, ready to get underway. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. And misses inside.
That's excellent location for a pitch like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike, and then it just runs in on the hands. So if you can command it and hitters have to respect it, just keep going in there until they make you make an adjustment.
And a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in now and watches strike one.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Two outs.
Ball two.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball three. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Santander off of first with two away. Just missed.
2-1.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
And the batter is George Springer. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. Inside. 1-2 the count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
2 on, 2 outs. That misses, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Bowden Francis. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's a rocket out to left. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Watch Soto now. Pickoff move to first. Lindor back in there. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is fouled back.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Big time power. Fastball for a strike. Man at first, one away. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Francis picks to first. Lindor back in there. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Ring him up, says Daryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets strand 1, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 7, left fielder Davis Schneider.
So up next, Davis Schneider, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Yeah, that's fouled off. No score here in the second. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 8, catcher Tyler Heineman.
2 down, bases empty. Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. Heineman measures 5 feet 10 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2012. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty.
2 strikes.
That's inside.
2 strikes.
Swings and hits 1 in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and that is out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Citi
Leading
Field, home
off
of the
for
New
the
York
Mets,
Mets. Singing,
left
we saw this
fielder,
team playing in the
Jesse
NLCS a year ago.
Winker.
And some people were surprised they went as far as they did, but they had a really talented roster. In the postseason, you just need one of those guys to get hot, and good things start to happen.
Foul ball there. Yeah, Pete Alonso was that guy last year. It felt like he was hitting a game-changing home run every night.
And the rest of his teammates just fed off that energy, Boog. Francisco Lindor was absolutely amazing. Mets fans will remember his grand slam against the Phillies for a very long time.
But with that said, the only way for the Mets to take a step forward this season is reaching the World Series. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake
That
pitch
is
in an
his
0-2
third
count.
baseman,
Too good of a pitch to
Mark
hit right there. You have to
Vientos.
expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And that drops in for a strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Winker on at first, nobody out. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
To third. And it stays fair. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Love how he
Batting
let that ball
8,
travel.
center
Trusted his
fielder,
hands. Nice job of going the other
Taylor.
way.
First and second, 1 out. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. First pitch misses. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouled off. He was late. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues. And next for the Mets, Hayden Sanger.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Two outs. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, looks out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. Buto back to work. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed.
Inside.
He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone. But that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
This one chopped up the middle. Tosses to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Citi Field, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is Springer. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And this one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well. Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. Soto leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Heineman down to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Nimmo up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Two outs. And a count 1-2.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Anthony Santander. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And now 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2-2 down. Fastball is outside. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Go-ahead run on base. Jimenez digs in now. He reached out a walk his first time. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good eye in that spot.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound.
Right
but,
fielder,
you know, his
George
confidence should
Springer.
still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Springer in the box now. Takes strike one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Kodai Senga appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Young getting cranked up as well. Outside low. And it's a ball and a strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Check swing, appeal to first, and he went around. Just enough that time. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feet. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting third baseman Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That misses. And the count now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a ground ball. Good feed. That's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On now to the bottom of the 4th. No score. Back here in Queens, bottom 4, here's Jesse Winker.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
In the air to left center. Schneider should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Vientos batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Going to count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch.
Now
But
batting.
coming off the fastball the
Second
pitch
baseman,
before, it's kind of
Brett
tough to recognize.
Baty.
You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Brett Baty up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
This one in the air. Clement makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back.
Leading
ready
off
now
for
for the
Toronto,
5th inning.
left
And now for
fielder,
the Jays,
Davis
Davis
Schneider.
Schneider.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Lindor on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Tyler Heineman.
Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
And
Nope,
ball
that's a ball.
1. And a 1-1. Inside, just missed. The Blue Jays still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that, but of course when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Straw in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Straw measures 5 feet 8 inches, 180 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. And
One
that
ball,
skips
1
in the
strike.
dirt. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2
ball,
hole.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And that is out of play.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Bichette whips it to first. And
Now
the leadoff
batting,
man set
number
down in
98.
their half of the fifth. And here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2
Now
away.
batting, the first
In steps the
baseman,
polar
Pete
bear, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Sanger, the lead runner at second. Soto at first, 2 out of the inning. And there's a ball.
That's ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Fought off foul. The 2-2. And that's in the dirt. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Springer there makes the catch. 2 left for the Mets. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 34, Kodai Senga.
Bo Bichette
Leading
up to
off
the
for
dish.
the Blue Jays,
Who's 0 for 2 with a
shortstop,
pair of
Bo
strikeouts.
Bichette.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett getting loose out there. Minter, a left-hander, also throwing. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Outside low, and the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering misses down and away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. And one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Vladdy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen door. Beat.
Quick three-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
Now a chance for Andres Gimenez. That's the third. Vientos. They take the force out. That's the third out. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yariel Rodriguez.
Now pitching for Toronto. Number
now
29.
It's the DH, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Chad Green up and throwing. Little also getting ready. Comes up empty.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That just misses. And it's 1-2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And out of here. Third home run of the season. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Stepping in, Jesse Winker.
That's
outside. And that's ball one.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets him to chase after that one.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's
Now
a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Vientos stands in now and watches strike one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Beatty stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Tyrone Taylor. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two outs. And another ball.
No strike.
That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one at the knees for a strike. Beatty off of first with 2 away. On the ground. That one misses, and the count is filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hayden Sanger. And strike one to the catcher.
0-1.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A little bit low.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And a slider misses down and away. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, George Springer. Senga back to work. Tap foul at the plate. Looking to get the tying run on base. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now here is Ernie Clement. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And a couple of quick outs.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Davis Schneider. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Line drive and foul ball. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swings and misses, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail here 1-0. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jimmy Garcia.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. Fastball is outside.
Too high. Ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. Swings and misses. And a count even 1-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Alonso at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Strong sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Reed Garrett. This is his 3rd time
now
out this year.
For the Mets, number 75, Reed Garrett.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Tyler Heineman.
Catcher, Tyler Heineman.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, that's a big moment in this game. It puts the tying run on base, and now we're going to see how he responds out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Grounded to third, could be 2. The throw to second, on to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Next to hit, Bo Bichette. Right side. Soto hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into
54.
the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Little.
Brendan Little.
This is his 5th appearance of the year.
This
Now into the
change
game,
defensively
Nathan
for the Blue
Lucas.
Jays.
He'll be patrolling center
Now playing
field.
center field. Number 38.
Well, one-run
Nathan
game.
Lucas.
So now here's the Mets
Leading
DH,
off for the
Brandon
Mets,
Nimmo. He's already
designated
homered in this
hitter,
game.
Brandon Nimmo.
Little,
That's
a
a ball.
6'2 southpaw. He features a
1-0.
sinker, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that
Ball.
one missing low. That's in there. Now 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that
Now
people like to
batting,
describe as a
left fielder,
hammer or Uncle
Jesse
Charlie. And you can see
Winker.
why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
The other way, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. In
One
the
ball,
dirt, now
2 strikes.
1-2. Action in the pen down there. Nick Sandlin preparing to come on if needed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Center field, Lucas has this one sized up, makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting third baseman.
So up next for New York, Mark
Vientos.
Vientos. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And the first
Counts 1-0.
offering is not close. And a
Ball
curve
2.
is down and in. Not
3
even
balls,
close there.
no strike.
And now 3-0. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying
Now
to get
batting,
back into that dugout.
second
But he's
baseman,
still in a good
Brett
spot. He's just got to
Beatty.
refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
So up next, Brett Beatty. Foul ball. Yo, 1.
I got a ball, 1
Now he
strike.
can't squeeze it behind the plate. In there at the knees. And a count 1-2. And that's
2 balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit in the air, center field. Lucas gets under it. He makes the grab. That is the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 1 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Down the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. And that's too high. The 1-0. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He's under it. And there's 1 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Andres Jimenez.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Andres Jimenez. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball inside.
And that's a strikeout looking. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So they're down to their final out. Here's George Springer.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
In for a strike, 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Late swing fouled off. Diaz is just 1 strike away.
Oh, that's out.
Good eye right there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.